Alright, welcome back. I'm Paul, and this is Paul Plays Games.
And I am his nameless, faceless, glasses-wearing hottie tamale that he put a ring on.
So, we're actually at a disagreement here in the game.
Ugh.
So, I tend to think that not that Delilah should be trusted, but that she's
But
not.
that you're trusting her.
That she's not trustworthy, and
Yes,
I don't
she
see
is.
the okay, fine. And even if she is, I don't see the harm in talking to her. Like,
Would you talk to what's the dude's name? Seth John just made a song about him. The creepy guy that killed all the kids.
Gary, what's his face?
If there was a serial killer who dressed up as a clown, and you'd be like, well, he's probably not trustworthy, but he's not trustworthy. Yes, he is.
Yes, because you know he's a serial killer. We don't know that she's a bad person.
I told you, I'm sorry, we are having a philosophical discussion for all of y'all to hear. But for real though, she is a backstabbing she-witch who has led us through this whole investigation. She is what is the measurable, come on people with the scientific method, the measurable, she doesn't change. She's the
Control.
Not the control. That's
Yes.
no, I'm saying that she's the dependent variable.
Yeah, that's called a control.
No, it's not. There's a difference between the control and a dependent variable.
Okay. Well, anyways.
And we have the opportunity to be the independent variable, but we are choosing.
This is great YouTube talk.
It's independent. I remember it because it's independent. I can change. We could have changed our decision.
So
we didn't have to trust her. We didn't have to talk to her.
So your idea is to just never talk to her and never pick up the walkie-talkie.
Well, as soon as she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna screw a 28-year-old in bed," and
so the very beginning of the game, so we should ignore her the entire game and just play this as a solo
saying,
game.
we don't have to be so amicable, so trustworthy, so attachy.
We're not even. I mean, we've been very guarded.
We're already on a nickname basis, Paul. He's calling her D.
Okay, so we're gonna pick this up here. So
y'all, if you agree with me, comment. If you agree with him, don't even bother. We're done.
we didn't.
We're through.
Yeah, we didn't actually start the next day, but sometimes it just starts in dialogue and it just kind of skips whether you want it to or not. So
here it is.
Here's the dialogue of the first day, and you'll see we didn't actually go ahead without you. We wouldn't do that to you.
But we would lead you into a Oh, I guess we have to reply. I guess what's wrong?
What's wrong?
She was flipping out.
Claiming to be Henry in Two Forks called a lookout in another sector early this morning and said that I knew what caused the Wapiti Meadow fire. So, I just got off the horn with that lookout who's wondering what I know, or that I'm an arsonist, or that I'm fucking losing it. Furthermore, I bet you don't have the only tape of us from last night, so someone has evidence to back it up. We need to find out what someone's been keeping in that cave.
I'm going down there now.
We don't have a lot of time left out here, and if we don't find some fucking answers, when they lift us out of here, it's gonna be in handcuffs.
Put your wedding ring on. You freaking kidding me?
Why is he not wearing his wedding ring? Or was it already in there? Let's look
You have to reply.
We have to stick together. Okay? Keep our story straight. From the first day with those girls to the person breaking in on our conversation, everything. We gotta be honest and consistent.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I know.
Alright, so we are going to go ahead and check out these caves.
This is incredibly dangerous.
Whoa, the flapjack fire isn't going anywhere, huh?
No, that's why those guys came out to burn that line. It's at the stage where all we can do is pay attention to it.
They're not gonna try to put it out?
Not yet, apparently.
I like the impending fire. It gives a certain sense of urgency.
I don't. We gonna die.
Alright, so let's see where I kind of forget where these caves
It's
are.
by Jonesy Lake.
No, they're up ahead of us.
No.
They are. I'm the map person, right?
Yeah.
I promise you. See, cave 542.
Fine.
It's north and east. So we need to go to the right here.
Yeah, let's turn the spigot.
Alright, to the right a little bit. Alright, to the left a little bit, I think. I think this is the way.
Sure. I don't like this.
I still think it's really interesting that we haven't actually seen a human being yet in this game.
Yeah, we have.
No,
the 2 girls and the dude.
Yeah, but they've all been shadows. I mean, you haven't seen anybody up close.
Can I just say that you are allowed to ignore Delilah? I googled it to prove a point.
Not for spoilers, but she wanted to look
Yeah, I
and
don't
see.
know what it says, but it says you can ignore her, which is what I would prefer to... Is that a knife?
No, it's
just a glitch.
You really look... No, it's just
I'm
a tree
on
root.
edge, sir.
I understand.
And you can't ignore her.
You
You want us to
didn't actually
ignore
make
this
that
call?
Right? To the other lookout. It just stuck in my craw. I let myself imagine how fucked I would be if you'd been lying to me. But now that I asked, I kind of just wish I hadn't.
I'm not even going to answer that.
I'm
That's
not
good.
even going to answer that. But you could be lying to me too, you know.
I'm not.
Yeah? I hope not.
You know what? Forget I asked.
It's a good response.
Thank you. Because I don't trust her. Y'all, call me Raven. Because I see things. Like glimpses into the future.
Just not the direction we should go.
Yes, let's crawl into this hole that is filled with smoke so we can die of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Alright, here we go.
Oh my gosh. Ugh, my stomach hurts. This reminds me of Minecraft.
What the hell?
Are you kidding me?
Let's take a look.
Is it locked? It's gonna be locked. Yep.
Delilah, someone locked me in the cave. Is this thing working? Delilah, send someone to the cave, please!
I mean, who are you going to send?
Reception. Jesus, this is a big cave.
Well, this was a good episode. We will see you... Just kidding. Alright, so we are currently stuck in a cave. So let's see. Can we get down the steep drop?
I'm assuming we can. We'll probably... Ooh, let's climb up here.
I mean, that's
Oh,
just
that's
the way
just
we
where
came. Oh, there we go.
Ooh, yes.
We'll sneak McGreek.
Loose rocks?
Use Pulaski.
Yes.
Okay. Please be careful.
Great.
Gonna squeeze through here. For being Captain Forest Ranger, he does a really bad job of, like, noticing when people are following him. And that person was not very far behind us. Let's look around before we, okay. Alright, alright. Well, I think we're pretty good that nobody's following us now. Or else they'd be
Freezing in here.
I mean, it is a cave. I actually think it's like 54 degrees. Isn't that the temperature of the Earth?
Why are you asking me these questions?
Look up. Can we get out that way? Let's see if we can climb.
No, but we can climb this rock over here or go down here. Where there is a thing. There is a thing.
Can you
It's a
zoom
rubber
in?
chicken.
Is
It's a
anybody
shoe.
down there?
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. There's a lot of saliva in my mouth right now.
That's just details that nobody needed to know.
I'm really nervous.
Yeah, that would have been a good opener. I'm really nervous. Even my hands are sweating is
I
acceptable
sweat
at
all the
times.
time though, so that's
Yeah,
not a
okay,
good
that's another piece of information that we...
measuring stick.
Oh, are we coming out right next to the fire?
Yes.
Wait, is this behind the cave? Or is this behind the fence? Oh no, it's the telephone wire.
There's the tower.
Hey, are you there?
Can we get back up?
Yeah, what
That's
is it? What did you find?
Nothing yet, because someone tried to trap me in there.
You saw someone?
No, someone slammed the gate behind me and then ran away. I found another way out, but if I hadn't, Jesus.
So you didn't find anything?
We didn't look well
No,
enough.
there's a spot where someone had sunk an anchor, but the hardware's gone now.
I don't have any climbing equipment.
I just have my ropes. I'm gonna hike back to Two Forks and see if I can find anything that could double as an anchor to use in the spot.
Well, that doesn't sound dangerous.
Alright, hang on. I don't know how to get out of here. Oh, we're on gonna go south. Okay. What direction are we going? Okay, so this is the direction we want to go. I guess.
We're headed east.
Yeah. I think so. Pop us out south, maybe? Maybe not. Alright, well, let's try the other way then. I mean, we saw that shoe, so that's kind of sketchy, right?
It's not a good sign.
To the left,
To the
maybe?
very...
Can we
to the
climb
very
up this
least.
way? No? Come on, how do we get out of here? Go to the
Climb
left.
up this way?
I think it's... Oh, here we go. I think this is it.
Ugh.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
frick nuggets. Oh my gosh. Hideout? Of whom?
Alright, so you want to not report this or report it?
I don't know. Let's look around. Lower the compass. Oh, it's the teenagers? Is it that boy? Brian Goodwin.
Brian Goodwin.
Talking meteors? What if I told you you could use meteors in the atmosphere to talk to people far away? You'd probably think I was a liar, but you'd be wrong. Meteors, the alien rocks that come from our planet from outer space, can be used to bounce ham radio waves off of and let you use your radio much better than normal. Right now you're thinking, okay, Brian, this sounds like a movie, like The Flight of the Navigator. It's not real, but you're wrong. It's real. It's science. It's possible because of meteor scatter communications. My science fair project proves that meteor scatter communications is real, but what is it? MCS is a radio propagation model that utilizes the ionized trails of meteors within our atmosphere. Meteors, upon their atmospheric entry, can create a dense path of ionized particles that the ham radio operator can use to establish brief communication paths between operators up to 15,000 miles away. It's pretty cool. I'm going to test this by having a small chat with a friend my dad made in the army who lives in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
And that's Albuquerque.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
1,000 miles away from my house. We're going to try to talk at a regular time, but my hypothesis is that it won't work and we'll have to wait for a meteor shower so we can establish communication. It drops off suddenly.
Alright.
Keep it. Cute. Boards, rope, rocks, tools. Keep it.
Backpack retrieval plan. Interesting.
Was that his backpack?
We should probably...
Can we just wait?
Yeah. I don't know if we can report everything, though. Let's examine
There's a lot here.
Just examine it. Okay, put it down. Cool. Oh, there's a dinosaur. That's sad. Dear Ranger, my name is Brian Goodwin. If you find this note, it should be with a bunch of climbing anchors, I hope. Could you do me a favor, please, and return them to me, Brian Goodwin, in the mail? My address is 55 Foxtrot Lane, North Plate, Nebraska. If you tell me your name and address, I will give you a reward for this. You're probably wondering why I left these here. Well, they're my dad's, and I don't want him to lose them, but I don't want to do any more climbing on this trip, so I thought I should pretend to lose them. But if you help me get them back, everyone will be happy. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Ranger. Brian. P.S. The reward will be good.
Keep it.
Nice. Ham radio plan.
We're just keeping everything.
Yes, we are. Postcard. Dear Mr. Zackler, I'm with my dad in Lander, Wyoming. It's pretty neat. Dad fished in a spot called Sink Canyon. Most of Wyoming looks like home in Nebraska, but then there are mountains and woods when you go far. I'm sorry I can't mow your lawn this summer, but I hope you find a good person to do it instead. Can you write back and tell my dad when school starts, because I don't think he knows. Your friend and neighbor, Brian Goodwin. Oh, there's a video game. Oh, we should definitely keep that. Why can't we? Oh, stupid. Wizards and Westerns.
Oh, he was the one who played Dungeons and Dragons. He was the game master.
Unintelligible nerd stuff. Very nice. Well done. Alright, what about the paint? Nope. We can...
I know we can record it.
What about the books? Oh, the nest? Nothing? Okay.
There's a wire.
There is a wire. Let's look down.
There's a couple of wires.
Yeah, it looks like he was using those wires to maybe communicate. Let's look at those books real fast. Another one of those Richard Sturgeons. And let's check out that comic book. This is the good stuff. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna throw it on the ground. So what was Brian's relation to her?
He was just a kid in the tower.
But she was friends with him, wasn't she? Wasn't he? So, are we going to report this or not?
I don't know. You make the call.
I think we should report.
Delilah, I just found an outcropping that someone was using as a little fort. I think it was Brian Goodwin.
Really?
Yeah, he built himself a real castle.
Alright, we don't have to go into detail if we don't want to.
Go back. Are you gonna climb it?
No, we keep going forward.
So, something I never told you, or
He's my
anyone about
son.
Brian. In regards to him being out here, you know, being against the rules. They almost got busted. Brian liked to go out on the railing of the tower and wave at the planes that dump water on fires, and I got a call because someone thought a kid was up in Two Forks. I lied, and just said it was
Seems to like
Ned.
to lie a lot.
If I ratted him out, they would have been forced to leave, and I don't know, I guess I just felt like I was saving him from whatever shitty life Ned was gonna bring him back to. Not that it ended up mattering.
To the right, maybe? No. Is there a way... Do we have to go back in through the other way?
He didn't want us to.
I mean, through the... Oh, here we go. Just...
No.
No?
We're kind of lost.
Let's try and get up the other side.
What do you mean?
The left?
We couldn't do that, remember?
I just want to see. Alright, so maybe we need to get back to the entrance of the cave again, I think.
Sure.
Alright, so found this kind of lookout thing. So now we can head back, it looks, to the cave, and then we will do some more exploring in the cave. But we'll cut this one off here. So thanks again for watching, and please subscribe, and we'll see where this takes us next. Bye.